Okay, you were asking for it. Here it is, your PlayStation Now review. In-depth review. Is it worth it 3 years later? First thing's probably catching your eye is this asshole legit filming his TV? Well, I gotta tell you, I'm going to put about as much effort into this review as Sony has their PlayStation Now service. The video quality is going to be on par with the service. Now, let's go to settings, account information. Hopefully it don't pull up. Now, look. This is going to be complicated, okay? Before I get into that, let me show you here. Let's go to my subscriptions. Just to prove this nonsense to you. Okay, 315 to 417. Now, I did have another month, but that's because I didn't turn off auto renewal. Make sure you turn off auto renewal because they will charge you. But they did give me a refund, and somehow I was given like an extra month of service. So it's like they gave me the refund, but they never took the service off. So it expired today. Sucks, couldn't get any gameplay, but whatever, I'm filming the TV, who gives a shit. So, now that you see I had it for a month, I did not play it the month I had it free. I didn't play it a whole lot the month I had it, I gotta be honest. Now, I got it simply to play Resistance 3. These are the games that I played. Oh, God. Where do I start? Okay. I have 100 meg internet. 100 megabytes per second, okay? I know that's not the greatest internet, but it's damn sure not the worst. Now, when I first tried this, I don't know what I had. I want to say it was 10 megs. And it was absolutely insulting. Now, I want to say I passed the speed test. I feel like I did. And it was a joke. The first time I tried this when it first launched, it was a joke. But I got to tell you, with 100 megs, I hate to say this, but it is true. Cloud gaming has come a long way. At least with 100 megs or better. It's come a long way. It's playable now. Now, that's not to say that it's comfortable. It's playable. Now, how does one define playable? Well, that's in the hide. That's in the eye of the beholder. For me, this is unplayable. Any kind of delay in controls is unacceptable. Unacceptable. This has it. Now, if you don't have anything else, let's say you don't have a gaming console, I would say that it is passable, believe it or not. Now, the biggest thing I noticed was the nosedive the graphics take. Now, when you go back on Xbox One backwards compatibility, or you go back to your 360, or hell, even your PS3, and you fire these games up, you appreciate the graphics. You're like, you know what, man, last gen honestly didn't look that bad. When you fire it up on PlayStation Now, you're like, ew, this looks like dog shit. And that's legit your reaction. And I don't remember, all I remember from the first time I played on live when it first launched was how bad the controls were. Now, all I could see was just how bad the graphics were. The controls, even though it wasn't comfortable, it's passable. Of course, Resistance 3 was very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. A first-person shooter, you need that pinpoint precision accuracy. But I'm going to tell you this, Red Dead Redemption honestly didn't feel that much different from the Xbox One version, as much as I'd hate to say it. It's true. I mean, but that being said, the graphics looked a shit ton worse, and Red Dead Redemption doesn't have good controls anyways. You know what I mean? This is one of those games where you just get used to the controls because you're playing one of the greatest games ever. MotorStorm Apocalypse wasn't that bad. Arkham Origins, I think I just bumped the camera. Arkham Origins, I was able to pull off combos and shit, man. I was able to play it. This was unacceptable. Couldn't even play it. I played like 5 seconds and was like, dear God, these controls are unacceptable. This, I couldn't get far. I played like 30 minutes. I couldn't do it. Third person didn't suffer as bad. Mafia 2 did not feel that bad. But a first-person shooter, forget about it. Forget about it. And that's with 100 meg. But the third-person shooters are doable, man. They're doable. If you don't mind piss-poor graphics and bad controls. Because even at third person, you're going to have to deal with bad controls. So you're probably thinking, So where's the downside? Well, the downside, ladies and gentlemen, is quite simple. It's quite simple indeed. PlayStation Now. They're advertising all these games, which you can go over to the Xbox One. I'm not trying to be a fan. Okay, you know what? Forget the Xbox One. You can go to the PS, get a PS3, get an Xbox 360, and play these games with controls that actually react, with graphics, good graphics, graphics that actually look good, not watered down garbage graphics. Look at this. This is what they want for a month subscription of play. You know what? That's absurd. $20, and I paid it just to try it. I just wanted to try. $20 for a subscription gaming service is absolutely asinine. That's all I looked at. What's the 3-month? Let's take a look at the 3-month. $44. Sony done lost their rabbit ass mind. This is what I'm talking about with Sony. Sony gives us exclusives. Sony doesn't give you shit. You gotta buy those exclusives. This is what Sony put a bad taste in my mouth as soon as they said EA Access wasn't good value. Now, granted, you're gonna compare. I can't compare the Vault to PlayStation Now, the EA Access Vault, because it doesn't have anywhere close to as many games. But you can download the games at least and play them the way they're supposed to be played. And it's $30 for a year. A year. This is $44 for 3 months. Who's paying for this? Guy messaged me that on Xbox yesterday. Or today. I forget. Who's paying for this service? I'd really like to know. This service is not intended for gamers. This service is intended for casual people that want to try out a video game on their tablet. And for you people talking about, I'll just play the PS4 games on my PC. Number one, if you're a PC gamer, you're not going to go near this service because you're smarter than that. Number two, you know what? You don't need any other reason. Look, the PS3 games look awful good. What in the hell are the PS4 games going to look like? So much more demanding. The control, no. Absolute $44. Sony is so damn cocky. And they've invested too much for this service. They're not going to give you backwards compatibility. They've tied up too much money into this service, so they're just going to push it. Sony, come on, give us backwards compatibility. Xbox is doing it. Look here, scrubs. Here's what's going to happen. We're not going to give you shit, okay, because you've bought up all our consoles, where Xbox can never dream of catching us, no matter what they do. So you're going to take what I give you, and you're going to like it. That's the bottom line. And when we hand you an exclusive, you're going to suck it off. Plain and simple. But we really want backwards compatibility. Oh, too bad. Too bad. Okay. That's it. That's the bottom line. They could give you EA access. They don't want to. They don't want it to cut into their money. They can give us backwards compatibility. They don't want to. They want to push this overpriced dog shit service on us. Look, I've always said it, cloud gaming is garbage. It always will be garbage. Maybe in the future. I'm actually thinking maybe in the future it could be decent, but guess what? It's still not ready. Maybe in another 5 years. Another 5 years. Maybe, and that's maybe. So you people worried about cloud gaming or the cloud with Xbox One, it's a fucking pipe dream. Not going to happen. This service is a joke. It's a ripoff. I played all these games for PlayStation Now, a total of like, I think I played this 25 minutes, this for like 5 minutes, this I played for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It's all dog shit. It's a waste of time. Don't waste your money. Delete folder and content. Obliterate this trash from existence. I'll holler at you guys later.